Welcome back to a Numbers on the Board.
Welcome back.
YouTube exclusive.
Yeah, Kenny.
Last week we did
Get hype.
That's as hype as I can ever get. Even when we went golfing and I nailed that putt.
Yeah, he was like, yes. I
And
was
that
like,
was it.
because that
That's
was
all I
big.
got.
That was a really big putt. It was a lot of pressure. That was a
It
par.
was.
Decent distance, too.
We did a all 90s team.
Yes, we did.
And today we're going 10 years in the future to do our all 2000s NBA team. Are y'all ready?
I think this is going to be a little bit easier.
It is.
Because I'm going to tell y'all this. And y'all just tell me yay or nay when I go. Stop me when it's time to stop me. How about that? At our center, we got the Big Shaq Diesel.
I can't stop you.
Okay.
I cannot stop
At
you.
power forward,
Don't fuck it up.
Timmy Duncan.
Oh, Mr.
It's only
Fundamental.
one
I love
answer
it.
for that
Yeah,
power
it's only-
It's
forward.
the fundamental,
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
You love that
I
fundamental
love that
stuff.
fundamental.
At the tray, the three, you're small for. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna call it the three or a wing. That's terminology for the future.
Yep.
In the 2000s, a small forward. LBJ, LeBron James.
LeBron
It's only one
James.
answer for the starting small
Yes.
forward.
At the two, a guy that a lot of people rank a lot lower in their top 10, if he's even in the top 10, but at the same time, he's the closest to Jordan? How does that make sense?
Don't make no sense to me.
He's the closest thing we've seen to number one, yet y'all have him 14th or 13th. Don't get me started. Kobe, what's the middle name?
Bean Bryant.
That's our starting shooting guard. Now, I'm going to take y'all advice.
The point guard's position is a little heavy here.
We got Iverson. We can put him at the point, or we can have him.
Or we want to slide
He's
him
a
to
second teamer.
He's a second team. So now
over D-Wade?
when we go
Over D-Wade. And yeah.
Iverson did win an MVP in the 2000s there.
That's true.
He did go to the finals and step over Tyronn Lue.
Lue, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's the only team. He was a part of the only team that beat that Lakers team in the playoffs.
That one game,
I
yeah.
think they went 16-1, if I'm not
They
mistaken.
did. 15-1.
It's got to be
16.
No, it's
16
You have
and
to
one.
win
You need
16 to win a
16 wins.
championship.
Back
regardless.
then, the first round was best of 5.
Oh,
that was
look
smart.
at you.
It was best of 5.
Y'all were watching who's back then. That's.
They were.
My mind's just stuck on the current.
Boy, you
there.
was in some diapers.
And guess what? I watched him step over Tyronn Lue.
I was watching Teletubbies.
My dad recorded that. Like, that's how much of an Iverson fan he was. I remember, like, after it happened, we watched it more. I'm like, he was sicko. Steve Nash is another point guard.
Yep.
Jason Kidd. I don't think we need to really go
My
to
vote's for Nash.
Chris Paul.
Oh,
Chris Paul.
He's only
His-
well, he
You
was
thought about Chris Paul.
drafted in 06, so then he got like 4 years in the decade. He did finish top 3 in MVP, but Steve Nash literally has 2 MVPs in this.
I think it's
decade,
Steve Nash,
so
too.
Steve Nash.
It's gonna be
Okay.
Steve Nash.
And as an engine to this team, Steve Nash actually fits perfectly. Get
Yes.
everybody involved. He won't low volume shooter, but when he does shoot, it's gonna go in. I think he fits perfectly at the 1.
Now, this is where we get a little controversial when it comes to the second team,
Yep.
right? We're going to start off with the controversy. There's a power forward spot.
Mm-hmm.
You have Kevin Garnett. You have Dirk.
You have Dirk, yeah.
And we're keeping him at power forward because
Yeah.
the easy way to go would be, man, let's move Kevin Garnett to center. No.
We are playing what they played.
Yes.
My vote for the 2010s, I'm sorry, the 2000s
2000s.
would be Kevin Garnett.
It would be KG for me.
Yeah.
Got the MVP award,
Mm-hmm.
got the conference finals appearance on an awful team in comparison to his peers.
Dirk got the finals appearance, though.
That's
he
in 20.
sure does. 2006,
Oh, yeah.
he did lose to Miami. Good point. And he also has this MVP in 2009?
Yeah.
Or was
So
that
they-
Tim Duncan 2009?
They.
And he's 2006.
I don't think it was in the 2010s.
For-
Dirk's MVP.
Dirk's MVP.
2000.
I'll double check.
It's in this era, regardless. It's in this era.
2006, right? Because 2009 is Kobe Bryant, right?
You,
Or Kobe
you
Bryant.
you said Dirk MVP?
Dirk's MVP season, yeah.
2006
it
or
is
2007? 2007.
2007.
2007. it is.
2007.
Okay, so both of them have conference finals and an MVP in this era.
But Kevin Garnett is one of the best defenders ever. And
I'm-
maybe
my vote is
that's
for
enough,
Kevin
that's
Garnett.
enough
and
for me
Dirk,
to maybe
is, Dirk
put
is
him.
one of the best shooters ever.
It's
He
not like
ain't
you're going
wrong.
for Dirk.
I'm just
He ain't
saying. I'm
wrong.
you saying an argument. I'm just saying the resume.
I respect it, but where
kinda-
your vote lie?
I'm going Dirk.
I'm going Kevin
I'm
Garnett.
going
I would go KG.
Yeah.
31. He's our power
3-1.
forward.
Okay.
I mean, KG got to be one of the top.
You got to
What's
say,
the
at
number?
this time, the talk around Dirk is a little disappointing because he won that MVP and
Then
they lost in the first round to the
Yeah.
Golden State Warriors, the We Believe Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
So Kevin Garnett on the flip hand, was carrying them Timberwolves teams to the conference finals. He just couldn't get past the Lakers.
He's got the MVP, the DPOY, 12-time All-Defensive. 12-time. Now, again, two of those, one of those is not in this era, as far as one being before and one was after. But that means he was All-Defensive the entirety of this 2000 era.
Yeah.
All 10 years.
Nobody was as close to him
As a
defense.
testament to his durability, 81 games, 81 games, 81 games, 82, 82, 82, 82, 76, 76, 70. Then he got to Boston. It was like 57 that one year that they made to the playoffs and went against the Bulls and everything. But the entire time, almost the entire decade, it's 80-plus games.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't 80, it was 74, 76. Like, that's durability, deep defense. I'm going KG. Even though Dirk is my favorite of all of these guys,
Yeah.
I got to be non-biased here personally.
Now, the center spot is tough because there's a big drop-off after Shaq.
Yeah.
So the two options we have is Yao Ming and Dwight Howard, essentially.
I would go Dwight. I would lean Dwight in
This is why I wish we could finagle the positions.
You also have Ben Wallace.
It would feel
I
weird
think
for him to
Dwight-
be on second
yeah.
team and Dirk be on third team. But I know we're going positions, but
I
that
think
would just
Dwight was
feel.
more
I
dominant.
think we got to put Dwight here.
I think we have to go Dwight,
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
He carried that Magic team to the finals. They lost.
And
to
he only
Kobe.
was there for how many years? 2005 is his rookie season. So
Yeah.
4 years, 5 seasons. That's pretty impressive for him to do everything he did. He got a DPOY as well. And then he finished top 3 in MVP, I think twice in this era.
So now the next
not mad
conversation
at
goes to this. The guard play. Is Allen Iverson going to classify as a 1 or a 2 for y'all?
2.
2.
So he's our 2. So then our 3 is Tracy McGrady. And now it goes back to the 1. So our it's Dwight Howard, Kevin Garnett, Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson. And our 1 is what?
Jason Kidd.
Why wouldn't Carmelo be the 3?
Because Carmelo in the 2000s is nowhere near Tracy McGrady. He came in 03.
Okay.
If you have an argument for it, state your case.
No, it was just because Carmelo came in and immediately in 03, he boosted that Denver team 20-plus wins.
He did.
And that's pretty much my argument for it.
Hold that thought, because I just want to remind you because
Statistically, I don't know how
I want to
similar
remind
they
you
were.
because I know you didn't
T-Mac
watch.
made some All-NBA first teams.
You didn't watch basketball in the 2000s. You're talking about a guy 27.
He won most improved player in like
2000.
2.
2000.
Okay, 2000.
27 points per game. 26, right? 32, 28, 26, 24, 20. Now the injuries are starting to pile up a little bit, but
The first 8 years of that era, he
Yeah.
was disgusting.
Yep,
he's,
okay.
he's their bucket getter. No knock on Melo. I just think that Melo probably gets it in the third team.
Ah,
If
'Cause he gotta
I
compete
said
with Paul Pierce.
Yeah, I said probably.
Yeah.
I
He
said
gotta compete
probably.
with Paul
I
Pierce.
said probably.
yeah. The point guard, though, is probably Jason Kidd.
It's
If
just
we send the A as a 2, then Jason Kidd is the second team.
so our
point
second
guard.
team is Jason Kidd, Iverson, McGrady, Garnett, Dwight. That is a
Dwight.
really good team.
That's a really good second team.
That's a really good team. Now this third team. The third team, the easiest thing that we can throw in is that
Dwayne Wade.
Dirk is our 4.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Dwayne Wade is a 2.
Yeah.
And then, like, what do we do about Ray Allen?
He might
He
not
might
make
not
it.
be able to make it.
Because you also still at the 3, you have Paul Pierce, you have young Kevin Durant, you have Vince Carter. Who
Might be
y'all
Paul
voted
Pierce.
is for that 3?
Paul Pierce.
Truth.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, he just didn't have much in those
Yeah,
couple
he's extremely
years.
young
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
young.
Yeah.
So that leaves us to Wade, Truth, Dirk. The 5
We can go
is
Ben
Yao
Wallace
or
or-
Ben Wallace.
Yao.
Yao Ming,
Mhm.
which I am not mad at all.
Because I think he didn't play the entire 2000s, right? He was done by 09.
Yeah, he was getting hurt
Yeah.
with the foot.
And you know what? I don't think he started off in 03. So it's a small window. But that
Who?
window was electric.
Yao?
Yeah.
Yao was 03 is Bron now.
But I don't think he redshirted his first year, didn't he? Did he
That's-
come over year 1?
He might be 2002. Let's
Okay,
see.
maybe it is 02.
Because Bron wouldn't have won Rookie of the Year probably.
So he probably came in 02.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just remember he didn't play his first true rookie season.
Yeah, he came in 2002.
2002. There it is.
So yeah, I was the 5. We still need a 1 then.
And
for
he didn't win
13.
Rookie of the Year. Amari Stoudemire won.
Oh, shout out to Stat. Shout out to Stat.
We on the 1.
Which
I will
is Chris
put
Paul.
I put a bid
Oh,
in for Tony Parker.
I
This-
like
yeah.
like it. But I would go Chris Paul.
It would
here.
be in between Chris Paul and Tony Parker.
Little knock on Tony Parker.
Yeah, Tony Parker starts in 2001, so he get a little bit of an advantage over Chris Paul with the years.
Championship Finals MVP, All-Star appearances, All NBA once. I'm just saying, you know,
The
a
Finals
Finals MVP is pretty
Finals
good.
yeah, especially when you
Over
play
this
with
stretch,
Tim Duncan.
he averages 17 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds,
Pretty decent.
49% from the field,
And, you know, I ain't gonna argue against Chris Paul. That's my favorite of all time.
2.5 turnovers.
If we want to put CP3 there, I will not argue.
Tony Parker got the accolades. Well, definitely got the accolades for it. But Chris Paul, he was just different. At least to me, I would put him as my third. I think he's got to make a way onto this.
Chris Paul in
this
that
list
time
is
frame,
guards.
he gave you 19 and 10, same amount of turnovers, 4 rebounds, 5 rebounds. Wow,
Give us Chris Paul.
19, 10, and 5.
Led the league in steals a few times.
Yeah, 2.5 steals.
Yeah, if you're talking about better player, Chris Paul is definitely
He's way more talented.
A significantly better player than
Yeah,
Tony Parker.
I'm going Chris Paul.
Let's
But
do it.
So it's Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, Paul Pierce, Dirk, and Yao Ming. That's another good. The 2000s.
Who stacked?
The 2000s.
And that's snub
is-
and Ray Allen.
Yes, no Ray Allen, no Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
No,
No
KD.
Tony Parker.
No stack.
So let's make a
fourth
snub,
team.
let's make a snub team.
All right.
Tony Parker, Ray Allen, Carmelo,
Yep.
Amari Stoudemire.
You even got C-Web, though.
C-Web or Amari, and then you got Ben Wallace,
Ben Wallace at the 5 now.
Yeah.
Or Jamal McGlure.
or Alonzo Mourning.
The center position wasn't
We
as
didn't
great.
even name Vince Carter.
Yeah. Vince Carter. Yeah, deserves to be
Yeah,
one of these
not a
centers.
lot of center pool. Not a lot
Jason
of,
Capona was snubbed too.
Yeah. Sure
no, I
was.
want to keep going down this list and see.
No, we're done.
I just want to see. I just want to see how many get. Manu Ginobili,
Eh. Great guy.
Reggie Miller, young D Rose.
Mm.
D Rose was super young,
Yeah, I'm talking about the first 2-3 years of
Yeah,
D-Rose.
he literally came in 08.
But
but I'm going.
MVP
I
2011.
googled. I'm on Ranker. Best players of the 2000. Derrick Rose is ranked 19th
Fanfare.
in front of Yao, in front of Melo.
He played 2 years.
Yeah,
in
it's
that.
fanfare.
Gasol is on here. Chris Webber.
That's crazy that he played 2
Tony
years. in that
Parker's
era.
That's why
and he
Ranker's
was-
fun for memes.
Yeah. Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey's a good. Actually got a case.
Chauncey,
He's
yeah.
actually got a case.
Chris Bosh.
Oh yeah.
Less of a case. That front court is already stacked.
Rajon Rondo.
Less of a case.
And that's where it kind of.
You let us know in the comment section what your 3 teams will be for the 2000s, and we'll see y'all soon.
Yeah, I don't like how low Richard Hamilton, Gilbert, and Amari Stoudemire. We'll see y'all though. Peace.